Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Akan Group of Companies and Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And in September to Remember, Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakwenya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewani su adie. Na fe ya sansu adie ni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tietia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ye mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. Annie. Enti for any reservation. Anasen chirichirimu bia. Any fresa huma true for we. 0243 514732. Ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jemai TV, NFA, Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
My good friend Joey Akan is in the news again, and I'll be doing my usual reviews on something that he has said about Burna Boy. It is an interesting post though, but as to whether I agree or disagree with his assertion, that will determine when I am done with my submission on what he has said. And also, I want to also spend some time to congratulate Sarkodie and to big him up for what he has been doing with his Jams World Tour. So far, so very good. It is looking nice, as a matter of fact, with the optics that we are seeing from America, with the states after state kind of shows, and all of them recording successful numbers. It is worth talking about and commending him so he can even do more. This is my business for this edition of the editorial right here on Sammy Flex TV. So if you are here, join me and let's do this. With your commentaries, with all your reactions, everything is welcome. But do it respectfully. But before that, let me say thanks to my production team. Digital Rasta Currency is handling camera. Richie Flex is the editor and director of the show. And again, Tap Tap Send is still holding us down. So if you are watching me right now and you have to be sending money from abroad to Ghana, only one app does it better. And that app is Tap Tap Send. Tap Tap Send is just an app on your phone. Download it today. Put in your bank details. Use the promo code SammyFlex. And the moment you do this, you can send money with ease. Do that today and no peace. And that is all I can say. We are still talking about our Dubai tour, that is September to Remember in Dubai, and I want you to be a part of it. 24th to 29th September. Register with us now by calling me on the number on the screen. 1,900 Ghana cedis, 1 week fanfare trip. You can be part of this with your wife, your girlfriend. You can sponsor someone, a family member who deserves a traveling experience. However you want to do it and let's roll. But let's go to business. When Sarkodie announced his tour, I'm sure some people might have thought it to be one of the 1-2 concerts and he's done. I want to believe. Because he announced the tour in connection with his last album, That is the Jams album. And I know conversation around the album is that, okay, as much as the album did well, it wasn't so very huge. And maybe that is fact. The album did well. He got some appreciable numbers on there. And the hit song there, the one with Black Sheriff, Countryside, everybody loves it. But did it make over-blowing noise? Maybe no, it did not make such noise. And as it stands now, it is so beautiful that it is what it is. And it looks good that way. Now, when he started the tour, and especially at the time that he even put out some cancellations and postponements in some stops in Europe, then it even came with some more fears. People thought that, oh, will it go well? Will it not go well? And it happened as such. As it stands now, Sarkodie has proven to each and everyone that when he says it, he delivers. And I was so happy when during one of his performance at the very last show he did, that is the Ghana Fest in Chicago. I was very happy when he talked about he standing there and wishing more successes for himself. He mentioned some of his colleagues, Shatta, Stonebwoy, some Nigerian artists, and it was so beautiful like that. And he said that Ghana has gold, and we also have this. And when he said we also have this, he dropped that big song, Adonai. Come and see the audience chanting, making noise, clapping, shouting all over. It meant that really and truly, the love for Sarkodie is top-notch and hitting the roof. So far, I am overly impressed with what I have seen. It is not as if he did just one. You know, sometimes people go on tours and they perform 1-2 states and they will come and tell you we've done a tour. What I've seen Sarkodie do, I am so impressed with it, and he needs to be commended. It needs commendation, as a matter of fact. It is a good thing to see that no matter what, at every point in time, every artist has their own aims and objectives. No matter what, whether you like it or not. Some would want to go the A way, some would want to go the B way. So if that is how he wants to go, you can only pray for success for him. Any other person who wants to go any other way, you pray for success for him, because like they say, it is the end that justifies the means. So if you intend to go to this route, this journey, and it doesn't go well for you, then it becomes sad. But if you go a certain route and it goes well for you, then why not? You should be happy about it. When he did his first show in New York, it was big. A great number came. Then he went on to do the DMV Party in the Park. Another success. Then he also did the weekend, the Chicago Ghana Fest. Another success. Like almost every show that he is recording, especially the American shows. So impressive. The Europe show, same way. The one he did in Italy, the one he did in, I think, Belgium and all those places. They were all successful, sold out concerts. And he has not stopped. He's still moving on to do some more. I know he has some American tours to do with my good friend. I'm talking about Canada. He has some Canada tours to do with my good friend Le Baron, Media Consult, and all those things. And I am so happy that whatever he set out to do, he's doing it. When he talked about he also wishes success for his people, mentioning these names, I was so elated. I was so happy. And if you doubted Sarkodie said that, I have a video for you. Let's go check out the poem out when he was bigging his people up and telling them that together we can do it. But I saw something. When he mentioned Shatta name, I saw the noise in there. Then I'm asking that, why are we still being slow on this? In our bid to conquer, in our bid to also set the pace for some of those who are following us to enjoy, why are we slowing down on bringing some of our top boys together to move a certain wave? Why are we being slow in someone sitting them down and letting them know the business and even the benefits for our states and those who are doing music here in Ghana? Like, say, Shatta, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie at all. That can set the agenda for Ghana that we've been struggling to set. But he wished his people well, and that was so beautiful. I want you to watch this. I'll be right back.
A big shout to my homies like Westgate, Shatta, Davido. Sarkodie. Luxury. Now, do you know what is beautiful? When you come to Ghana, we have cocoa, we have gold, and then we have this one.
I would also want to commend the promoters who are behind most of these stores that he's done. The one I saw in Chicago, Lodge Entertainment is part of it. Coaches was also part of the DMV. I know Terry Mason has also been part of most of these plugs and connects. And in Europe, Afrogate Entertainment, he did some of the stuff with Afrogate Entertainment in Europe as well. And all these things are beautiful things that you would want to see as an artist. And as a crusader of Ghana's entertainment industry and music industry, I would wish that we see more of this. On this note, I want to say congratulations to Sarkodie and his handlers. After all, in all the videos, you will surely see a DJ Mensah who is always at post, delivering with all excitement. You see his manager, Angel Town, who is always doing his business as serious as he can be, and his security personal bodyguard, that is Black Nana, who is also always at post, delivering on what he has to deliver. So far, so very good, and I am overly impressed with what I've seen so far. Sarkodie, big ups to you. Congratulations to what you have been able to achieve for yourself. The Jams World Tour is so far looking good. I'm sure you come back to Ghana finally and feel achieved. You come back to Ghana finally and feel impressed yourself. Like, this is that satisfaction that everybody wants. Because I think for the past 2 months or so, he has been out there on the road. I know it won't come cheap. Paying for flights, hotels, this and that. I know it will not be coming cheap, of course. He is making money, and I pray that everything that he's doing would also result in money. Because at the end of the day, if it does not result in money, the satisfaction will not be complete. Yes, you'll be happy, but you laugh. You look into your account and it is not looking good. That will not be full satisfaction. The full satisfaction is when, after all these things that you come back feeling fulfilled, you look into your account and the account is also smiling back at you with more zeros in there, with more digits in there. That is what I am wishing for, because I know it is not easy out there. Expenses are high out there. But of course, as celebrities, you guys know how to play yourself around and make the most out of it. It has been good and it is so beautiful at the moment. Now, I also told you, just as Sarkodie has been saying, now, I also told you I'll be talking about my good friend Joey Akan. Yeah. Take it or leave it. I said I love this man. Take it or leave it. I said I admire this man. And I have not taken that away from him. I still have that respect and admiration for. Just that as humans as we are, it is just so clear that sometimes you would disagree to agree. It is just so clear that sometimes what someone might say will differ from your understanding, and that's fine. I'm sure on several times when I come here to talk, some of the things that I say, some people differ from it. Therefore, it pushes them to behave in a certain way. But I'm fine. Same way when I also hear some people saying some things, sometimes I also differ. And I also say a certain way. And that is also fine. Unity in diversity. That is how we should grow. Now let's go on to Joey Akan. So on 29th July, around 11:22 a.m., he made this tweet. And the tweet, as I talked to you, has gotten reactions of about 1.7 million views, or better still, has gotten impressions. Okay, let me use that word. Has gotten impressions of 1.7 billion views. So it means that the post really went down well with people, and people have been reviewing it. Now, let me read what he wrote. He said, Burna Boy isn't making music for us again. More or less like the title. Burna Boy isn't making music for us again. That thing he's been trying to tell us for a long time, that he isn't a Nigerian artist. He's finally acting it out in his career. Yes, he started off as an Afrobeat artist, but his creative ambitions are finally beyond our borders. That's why you get Tony Braxton and brandy from his recent successes. That's why you get Taliban's too. That's why you get a full incursion of the Caribbean flavor in his art. This isn't unlimited by African geography and the sonic ties it offers a creative spirit. He's flown away, far away from us and the pride that we love to take in his artistry. His next project will seal his fate, a projection to a culture that didn't nurture him, nor nest him during his days of trials and travails. But as long as he's fine with it, I'm fine with it. And this is what Joey Akan is saying. In fact, because he was challenged by some people on this particular assertion, some people did not agree with him, he came back to say something again. I'm sure I would try to read that as well. I'll try to read that as well. Then I'll say what I want to say, where Joey Akan still needs that African artists need to stay African. I'll read that as well. A little lengthy, but we'll read it. It says, in this stage of our music industry maturation, there is a collective soul searching about the usefulness of the Nigerian influence and industry. Well, here is what Nigerians and the Nigerian market does for you. We incubate you. We are the ones who forge a bond with you. A covalent bond, so strong that we project you beyond our borders via our vibrant diaspora and into the spaces where foreigners begin to seek a connection to. The Nigerian market also affords you the raw materials. The Nigerian market also affords you the raw materials to create unique melodies backed by raw and real stories. Where else do you want to document humanity's manifold trials and triumph? Where else does life bring you to a complete understanding of your roots and the dynamics of existence? Not in LA, where pomp and fakery are sold as contrived aspirational truth. Not in London, where everything takes a corporate, individualistic flavor. Where you pour into the global circuit, while it provides you with nothing beyond official accolades and connections. LA and London feed your capitalism while ignoring your soul. Lagos gives you the vibe. The city and all its many lives functions as both source material and hype machine. And if you do it right in this traffic and fuel scarcity, you will have a base to project you beyond Africa and stories to fuel your art. Yes, the Nigerian audience might not have dollars and pounds sterling to splurge, but we have our unique currency. We trade in humanity. We trade in experiences. We trade in groove and a history of diverse and classic sounds. And above all, we trade in the pride of having you as one of us. That pride that makes us pride that makes us carry you on our head and show up in spaces where you need warm bodies and open hearts. If these aren't vital, then ask the diaspora communities how many London or LA grown artists they have blown as Afrobeat stars. None, nada or zilch. That's why Nigerians continue to hold its own and export its best. So in short, let me summarize it and I'll tell you that everything that he has said, he has the solution in everything that he has said. And it's not as if Burna Boy is doing something different. Everything is still here. So what my brother Joey Akan is saying is that for some time, they have realized that Burna Boy is not even doing songs as a Nigerian anymore. For some time, he's realized that Burna Boy's focus as an artist has moved from Nigeria that made him to the Western world. He thinks that Burna Boy does not think about maybe Africa or Nigeria anymore, but rather he is looking at the international market more than Nigeria. He thinks he is cool with it, but to him, he wants to make Burna Boy remain Nigerian as he is forever and ever. He thinks it is a problem, but to him, as much as Burna Boy is making money from it, he sees it as an okay thing. But there is something Joey Akan said that I want him to know. That I want him to know that Burna Boy has done what he's saying. Now he says that this is I'm ready to read this particular line or paragraph where it says, Lagos gives you the vibe. The city and all its many lives functions as both source material and hype machine. And if you do it right in this traffic and fuel scarcity, you'll have a base to project you beyond Africa and stories to fuel your art. So this particular paragraph says it all. So what it means that just as he's saying that if you do it right in this fuel scarcity and heavy traffic, you have a base to project you beyond Africa. Burna Boy has done that. Burna Boy has been in the fuel scarcity and the heavy traffic in Lagos, and he has served that purpose already. He can't go back to serve it. How many years did Burna Boy not serve in this country before the world started recognizing him? There were times that he was even not recognized in his own country. He had to ride to come. He had to run to come and seek solace from Shatta here in Ghana. Yes, that was also there. So why is he now talking as if Burna Boy, after working through the fuel scarcity, as he puts it, and the heavy traffic Lagos, should still be there even today? For how long? For how long? Why should he still be there even today? Fact is that there are some people, some things will come to them naturally. And there are some people, they have to force. Sometimes they might even force. By the time the thing will come, they will not even be alive to enjoy it. In the case of Burna Boy, all that he did, or all that he knew to do, was to do good work, was to work hard. And after working hard, that is it. That has been the end of the story. Life goes on. He moves on to the next business. After working hard to satisfy Nigeria, after working hard to make sure his base was solidified, now he can continue with the building. In building, the moment you build your foundation, you know that you have a strong foundation. The next thing is to rise down to the lintel level and to the roof level. Now people are even doing the hidden roof kind of building. He goes on there to do it. I don't know why our brother Joey Akan, the same space. I don't know why he wants him to be the same. Then there is no growth. If he's going to do the same thing over and over and over, then there's no growth. Time changes, style changes, attitude changes. In fact, everything changes. And that's the fact. As it stands now, he is who he is. And if Joey Akan is really thinking about Burna Boy's growth, he'll not be thinking about this as a problem. Now, let's do this calculation. If Burna Boy is even singing songs that are not Nigerian anymore, why nobody should have a problem with it? Let's do this calculation. Burna Boy, for some time, has been filling all these huge stadiums and auditoriums. Burna Boy, for some time, has been doing what even the people who own the lands are struggling to do. Filling 60,000 capacity, 80,000, 40,000 at stadiums, not just venues or not just some cool auditoriums. These are stadium shows. And when he goes for such shows, you and I, who have not been going there but have been watching videos and photos from some of these shows, we see more white-skinned people there. We see more colored people there. So what it means is that they have also developed a taste for the Burna Boy spirit. They've also developed a taste for what Burna Boy is doing. So if you can, why won't you do something that they also know? You have been listening to singles from Burna Boy, they think he's gone off. No, it is too early. If you listen to Burna Boy's album, it was so clear. That's the Love Damini album. It was so clear that you listen to me and he goes very Nigerian or very African. Let me put it that way. He goes very African. I've listened to that album time over and over. And he goes very African on some of the songs on there. He goes very African. So what else do you want him to do when he's putting out a single and he goes the Tony Braxton or the Brandy way? What is wrong with it? Knowing that now he has some audience that are also waiting to feed on that. Knowing that he has some people who will be coming to spend dollars, euros, and pounds on him at his shows. Won't you satisfy them? You will. I'm sure if Burna Boy had been a footballer, like Joey Akan would have reached that, or he goes on to play the Manchester United, the Man Cities, the Barcelonas, and all the rich football clubs in the Europe. I know if Burna Boy were to be a footballer, like I'm sure by now, Joey Akan will be wishing him for that so that he can also go and eat the kind of millions that the Kylian Mbappes and co are eating now. But with him, he thinks because what he's doing does not satisfy his interest, he should be doing whatever he's doing. Yes, Joey Akan was right when he said the resources in Nigeria, those scarcity, gives you the hype and gives you the resource, the materials to write on. It is true. Burna Boy at his age, he's now not going to see any new Nigeria. Burna Boy at his age, he's now not going to see any new Nigeria. Because it's not as if Nigeria is now coming to turn into paradise or Paris. Or Nigeria is not coming to turn into New York or in some Miami. No, Nigeria is still going to be Nigeria. So all that he has seen growing up as a child, through teenagehood to adulthood, all those things he's seen, he can still be writing from it. And now, because the world is even enjoying music from his perspective, he cannot be writing all the things from Oju Olegba. He cannot be writing everything from Kano State or Delta State. He has to also be writing from elsewhere. And that is what he's seeking to do. So I don't know why my brother Joey Akan seems not to be cool with this. Well, he did not state categorically that he has a problem. But obviously, reading what he has shared, especially with the two tweets that I've read. The first one that he said, the way Burna Boy is going, and the second one that he was emphasizing that Burna Boy needs to do this, and even including most of the African artists, it tells clearly that really and truly, man is not happy with how things are going. But it is what it is. He's the same person who told us that now Nigerian music industry, African music industry, is being fed by powers that be from the West. They are the engines controlling the music industry. It is their money controlling it. It is their resources controlling it. So if he agrees and he knows those people are controlling it, why would he then now be surprised that Burna Boy is writing like one of them? Why would he now be surprised that Burna Boy is doing things like one of them? He shouldn't be. He should not be. It is what it is. He should not be. He can continue to do what he is doing as much as it brings money into his account. As much as he can still sell his thousands of tickets at event venues and stadiums, he can continue doing it. Until then, the end justifies the means, like I keep saying. If he continues to do Nigeria and just Nigeria, what happens? Will that give him what he is doing? If he continues to do only the Nigerian sonics that you want him to do you think he'll be able to be filling all the stadiums, the grand stadiums all over the world? He will suffer to do that. But now, because of the taste that people have developed for him, he's doing it, and it comes as if it is easy, but it's not easy. Sometimes it comes as if it is like cool, too cool to do, but it is not too cool to do like that. So my brother, let Burna Boy be. You either enjoy him or you put him on hold. But now the music industry has become so interesting. Look at the number of songs that come out every Friday. If you are not careful today, your song is banging. The next Friday, another one comes and poof, it pushes your song into the abyss. And you find yourself wanting. So if Burna Boy thinks there is something that works, if the labels or the partners that are pumping money into his craft think this is the way to do it, why should we be bothered? You should not be bothered. Just as he said, if it is bringing the money, you are not bothered. Let's wish him well. My boss B said some time ago that this is the new thing. Let's wish him well to succeed. And I'm sure that is all that we are doing. I'm a Ghanaian. What Burna Boy is doing, I take pride in it as well because I'm also an African. And I wish him well to succeed. So my brother Joey Akan, let's wish Burna Boy well to succeed. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you when I see you. This is the end of the editorial. We are out of here.